Hey guys, it's Memo here. So this is gonna be like my first kind of video, along many other videos that I'll probably do in the future, um, of explaining why Get the Memo exists and what it's about and why like I decided to use that hashtag. And sorry, I'm sorry about my squeaky ass chair. Oh, so like I'm just gonna explain why Get the Memo was a thing. Um, so I'm gonna say get the memo a lot in this video, so um, yeah, get ready for that. So basically, what happened is so let's start from the beginning. Middle school, mainly middle school. I actually uh, it was a pretty rough time, middle school, and I was not in the best of places. I had to grow up pretty fast. So growing up, I never had the especially in the middle school time, like I never had like good like gaming consoles or anything like that. I didn't really live like my normal. I wouldn't like a normal quote unquote, because everybody else has like a different norm. Um, but middle school is when my dad got sick. Um, I'll make like a later video if like uh if I need to explain it. Maybe I don't know. So my dad got sick. Um, and he got sick from work, and it was really bad, and so like a lot of people tell me that like the way that I coped with it was eating, and not really. um I mean, I did eat a lot, but it was just like a normal thing that everybody else did at the time. Eating hot Cheetos for breakfast and Mountain Dews and stuff like that. um and that was pretty big. And I just kept on getting bigger and bigger. It wasn't until I hit 8th grade where I kind of like I started being self-conscious about myself, most because it sounds silly now, like now that I talk about it, but like just normal day-to-day stuff was pretty hard. Like obviously, like me, I personally I don't see bullying, like people, like a lot of people like to blame bullying, and like suicide and bullying are always paired together. And I mean, I'm a pretty sensitive like person, and I sometimes take a lot of like I'll take a lot of stuff to heart, and I really shouldn't, but I do. um so a lot of comments would be made, and just basically saying, oh, just comments about my weight, always like the jokes. Oh, don't jump in the puddle, here comes the wave, that type of shit. Like being in the car and like just like, oh no, like him to the outside because I don't want to get squished. Like those kind of comments, like some people don't think that like that they can have an impact, but they surely do, and they they could cause a lot of damage, to be honest. And like freshman year of high school, like I was I was like barely broken up with my girlfriend at the time. uh the first thing I thought of was like, fuck it, let's join football. And so I was like, so that could justify like my weight. I was like, I'm gonna be big for life. Like I'm sorry, I keep looking at my camera and myself like I'm on the screen here. Oh god. I need to do better. But to get back to it, like football was my escape, kind of. I played soccer a lot growing up, but I was always the keeper, I was always defender, like just positions for big guys like me. And so yeah, freshman year, I joined football. I play. Um, I was. I'm not ever gonna like sit here and say that I played, because a lot of like my friends from high school will tell me that I didn't. I was like more of like the fifth quarter, fourth quarter, like we're beating the team by like 30 plus points, whatever, like that type of guy. But I was always like the best backup. I was the best backup. Whenever somebody got hurt, it was always Anaya. It was always me. Um, but but yeah, that was kind of like my role for 2 years, especially in like JV. Um, and then going into junior year, I quit like halfway through training camp, and I was like, I'm done. I'm out. A decision that I totally regret, and it's not that I regret, and like if I could go back, I would. But that's like a whole different set of timeline that may have resulted if I kept on playing. Like maybe my grades wouldn't be as good. I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Um, but who knows? Like, but definitely quitting football was like a big like what the hell like moment for myself, and I did it out of a whim, and that's like another story in itself. But let's say like high school, I was still big, still like in my like as you grow, like even like as like a kind of like big guy, um you start developing this like mindset of always thinking of yourself as like that. And to this day I still like to this day um I still have trouble like recognizing even my own face or even my own body at times. And even though like I'm always working out, blah blah blah, like all the progress that I've made, there's still some days where I look at myself and I just don't see it. I don't see the progress. I don't see anything. I have this. I feel like I have this goggles on me at all times. That like every time I look in a mirror, it's like a little flashback of what I used to be. Because I'm just so afraid to go back to what I was. You know. You guys. I'm saying like, but I'm just so afraid of like going back and resetting. And like even today, like I had a Subway sandwich and I feel like I'm like feeling horrible about it, and I need to go to the gym. Like it's just those types of thoughts that you get like conditioned from like just years of. I'm not gonna sit here and say I was abused. I'm not gonna sit here that I say like I was bullied every single day, because no, I wasn't. But like comments, like family member comments, like like family members would call me like gordo, like in an endearing way. And like my grandma called me like chonchito, gordito. And like those type of comments, like it's friendly, like I know it's friendly, but like being in that position of like not viewing myself in the best of light, it really got messed up. It's messed up. And that's mostly the reason that I started Get the Memo. Was I came in freshman year of college, met my roommate Ari, which hopefully you guys will get to see in like a couple videos. But like met my roommate Ari, and Ari completely changed my fucking life forever, dude. Um, he was already like a pretty big guy, not big as in like fat, but big as in like big, fucking monster. And he got me into the weight room, like taking it serious. And here's what my first mistake was with losing weight and going through all those things. My first mistake was focusing solely on losing weight and like trying to lose as much fat as possible. And that was like the wrong way to go about it, because I would lift weights, but I wouldn't lift weights to grow muscle. I would lift weights to like lose weight. I was doing like or I was doing like power, and I don't know. I was just doing like a regular program like you get off like the freaking internet. And that was my like role like freshman year. Like I lost a lot of weight freshman year. Like don't get me wrong, I lost a lot of weight, and I was looking good. Like I was at my skinniest, even skinnier than I am right now. I was like pretty good. Like, and that's when it hit me. Like I don't want to look skinny. Like my whole point of like Get the Memo stuff, the whole point was to get fit, was to get freaking buff, Sorry, I just got done filming a thumbnail. So oh god, like what can I say? Like so like I lost all that weight, and I was feeling pretty good about myself, but I was like I don't want to be skinny. I want to be buff. I want to be like big. I want to be bodybuilding. And that's when I got introduced to like powerlifting. Over the summer of freshman year, I got introduced to powerlifting, and through that, I got introduced to weightlifting, and from weightlifting to bodybuilding. And currently, right now, I'm in the bodybuilding like what can I say, like phase of life. Like currently, I'm doing like a little cut. It's it's going great. Like just a lot of times I'm hungry. That's pretty much the cut. But yeah, so the origin of Get the Memo. So like obviously as you're trying to create your own brand and your own name, like I'm trying to grow like my social media like I am right now. Like I'm constantly trying to post, and like I'm writing like messages, and like either they're motivational or they're like progress pics of myself, or the videos from the gym, or the pictures from me working out. Like obviously like that's like at my advertising side, but also it's my way of reaching out to people and reaching out to those who like were probably in my same position, or even people that like you don't have like the thing is with Get the Memo, it doesn't target just fitness. It doesn't target that. Although it encompasses it, it involves like a whole different slew of like professions and and like hobbies and everything like that. You can apply Get the Memo to pretty much anything, you know. If you're trying to do schoolwork, like, hey, let's get the memo. Like, let's keep on grinding. So the Get the Memo is basically just grinding. You're getting the memo. You're getting the message in a way. You're the message of like trying to push past like difficulties and try to like beat your best. You know, go to 130% every single day. So that's kind of why they Get the Memo stuff. And plus, my nickname's Memo, so like it kind of just works. It's kind of like for me, it's catchy. I owe the name to my boy Ari again. He was like, "Hey yo, like Get the Memo, dude," and I was like, "Oh shit, like that's a really cool name." So yeah, that's my hashtag, and it has its like advertising things because I have to look at it like that. I want to get somehow involved in anything like sports related or fitness related or I want to get something like I want to do like in my life I want to do something active. And so if like I take off on social media, let's per se, or if I take off like in a professional setting with like working on stuff like that, like then it'd be all good, you know. But yeah, currently like people don't know, like not a lot of people know about like the struggles at first. At first, like you really struggle with like especially diet is the number one thing that people struggle with, and that's what number one thing where like I just got absolutely like obliterated in because like you don't realize that the temptations there are surrounding you at all times. Like you don't realize the temptations there are surrounding you, like all the food that's around you, all the food that's available for you to get for cheap. And that's the thing, like cheap food always wins because it's cheap. Like you could buy it, you can spend $1 and get like Oreos, you know. It just really sucks the like the world we live in where like vegetables aren't like the cheapest thing, but fries are, you know. And it's difficult to have a diet plan, to stick to it, and pre-cook meals if you have to, or come back from work, like you work like a 12-hour shift and you have to cook now. It really just sucks. And it is really difficult, and I struggle with that a lot. Like dining hall food isn't the best for you. It's like pizza and like mashed potatoes, fries, like every single day they have ice cream machines in there. They have cookies, they have desserts, like you name it, they have it at your like student sections. And like it gets really difficult, and like dedicating yourself to just going straight, like for me it was like going straight to the salad bar, grabbing a salad, throwing some chicken on it, eating it, getting out, you know. Like you just have to like do it as quick as possible because like if you're in there for too long, you're like maybe I'll get some dessert, maybe I'll get this, just a little bit here, a little bit there, I'll go to the gym later. Usually turns into I'll go tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning turns into I gotta go to class, like I can't go today. That turns into like a tomorrow and tomorrow. I've heard it way too many times, and I've done it way too many times. Like this is coming from a personal standpoint. So like if you're out there and you're really struggling with that, like you just have to get past a certain number of days of sticking to it. You gotta stick to it. Like it's hard to stick to it. Like I promise you, like I know it's really hard. But if you're out there and like if you need help, grab a buddy. Buddy systems work. Like I lost Ari last year. Like I was like sophomore year I was pretty much on my own, and like obviously I had friends and stuff like that, but like pretty much like all the time I spent was like pretty much alone, and like with my roommate and stuff like that. But eating, going to the gym, like it was just alone, and it got to me. Like my workouts were stale, like I wasn't making any progress at all. And I was in I don't want to explain it, but I was in a really bad place last year, and but now I'm back I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Like, I'm pretty confident. I'm getting my confidence little by little, little by little. Yeah, it's been like, I don't know if this is fully like, this is like a full explanation of myself. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense right now. Like, I'll probably go to post editing and be like, what the fuck were you talking about the whole time? So yeah, like, everything's going great. School's about to start tomorrow, actually. School's about to start tomorrow, actually. So I'm just gonna get ready for that. That's gonna be great. Other than that, like, I really have like no other. Like, I mean, I've been streaming. I've been trying to stream a lot lately. You could like, I'm gonna leave link down in the description, like, to my Twitch account. Even if you don't have like Twitch account, you can make one real quick and just go and follow me. Like, follows do really matter, and I would appreciate it, like, really, really good. And if people are gonna think it's gonna like be like advertisement for my channels, but like, seriously, like, if you want to like keep you want to keep watching and you want to keep like following my journey, obviously I'm also gonna put like my link to my I'm also gonna include a link to my IG down in the description. You guys can go check it out. Go hit me up with a follow. I'm trying to grow it as much as I can. So yeah, like, I don't know if this explained anything. If I didn't explain like all of it, and you guys want to learn more about me and what I do, and not like apart from the gaming like side of me, just hit me up. Go in those comment sections, write down like what you think I should make a video about next. I personally love doing these types of videos, even though it's kind of awkward for me right now. I'm not really looking at the camera, which is like weird for me. Like, I'm not used to like being in front of the camera, so this is really like experimental video. But I really like doing these. They're like helpful. Like, I have made like 2 or 3 other ones that I haven't posted, mostly because like I just didn't like the outcome of them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. So yeah, it's been your boy Memo. Get the memo. Leave a like in the right there, right? Yeah, right there. Leave a like. No, wait. Likes over here. Leave a like over here. Go down right here. Down. Comment. Be like, hey yo, it's the best video ever. Lol. Yeah, share it with your friends if you need to, if they need to hear. If you guys, like I said, if you guys want to hear any more stories from me, I'm happy to sit down and talk to you guys for a freaking hour. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.